Hi guys, I finally got some time in the shed again and also some time to work on my J Bates inspired shooting board. One of the things that I really like is the fact that the shooting board J Bates has built basically has the fence fairly far back from the end of the board, so that just makes it a bit easier for the plane that I'm intending to use, which is a number 6 Stanley. In this specific case, basically one of the things that I always find the hardest is to get my angles right. Obviously, for a shooting board to work well, we really want to have a flat and straight plane that we want to shoot against, and then at right angles we want to have a fence. Now obviously if we put everything down, clamp it, what keeps it from wobbling and essentially makes it a lot harder to keep at right angles. So I've been thinking about this a bit. Firstly, rather than using the traditional hardwood, I thought, well, really I would like an anti-slip or a quite slippery surface. So I thought, well, I've got a bit of melamine flying around still, one that actually has a false edge. I put a straight line across that, or a straight edge across it, and that is very, very flat and works quite well. So all I've done is essentially taken 2 pieces of melamine board, particle board with melamine surface, and put them on top of each other. So they're glued, they're screwed, nothing special. Not sure how it's going to work in terms of the wear and tear, but we'll see. So when it comes to actually putting the fence in, I managed to salvage a bit of Jarra from a salvage yard, fairly cheap, squared it up on the table saw, and that all worked quite nicely. So the next step then is essentially to make it square. I need to somehow get this at right angles to this face, and the easiest way to do that is essentially to pin it. So what I've done is I've just taken a normal nail. It's 2.5 millimeters in diameter, or about 100 thou, and that will give me my pivot point across this surface. If you then take a straight edge, really all I have to do is bring the straight edge up and make it square. Obviously you need to make sure that this face is nice and straight. And that's really all I've done here. I've then had a second pilot hole, which I also use a nail with. And in this case, I've just got to set this back up. And there is a... Well, in this case I'm going to do it easier, because I've already pre-fitted this. I know this is going to be square again. So I'll just go back into my holes here, square it up, and bring it down. When I then check it with my square, that works very nicely. So that gives me the whole squareness to the 2 faces, and that gives me the fence. Now, the 2 nails are not going to be strong enough, I think, to keep it all in place. So what I've done in addition to that, I've just pre-drilled some holes, and I'm going to have 3 screws and also a bit of glue underneath just to keep it all together. And that means this is flat and stable, this is flat and stable, this is nice and straight, and this whole fence is at 90-degree angles. I've also done the relief here in the back, and I think that's about it. I'll put a bit of glue behind it and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.